Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna be playing a very early league today. I woke up at 6 because somebody was working in the house below me, like hammering and stuff. So I figured since I couldn't sleep, I could play some Aluren instead. I'm gonna take Cartesian's list that he made 6th place with at last week's Legacy Challenge. And yeah, maybe I shouldn't scroll away. This is a very strange list. Like, not because he plays only 3 Aluren, but because he does not play Parasitic Strix. So there is no actual combo kill in here. It's just all on the, just all gonna be a grindy creature plan. And yeah, I added a Fairy Macabre in the sideboard because he only had 14 sideboard cards. And I didn't know what kind of extra card I wanted to put in there. This hand seems a bit slow, but double brainstorm, of course, is very hard to mulligan away. So I'm gonna try. Ooh, it's a combo deck. That's not good for a slow hand like this. For a chocolate breakfast. Moto is lagging. Apparently. Sadly, I can't hide both the brainstorm, like I can't hide brainstorm, ponder, and Leovold. Leovold is my only creature, so I think I want that in case of Griselbrand. And ponder is the second strongest card. Like next turn I can ponder into something. Yeah, we're not winning this. Maybe instead of a Fairy Macabre, I would have wanted a Caracas in the sideboard. Because it's more flexible against lands and stuff like that. I think I can cut some of these cards. I'm not 100% sure about Decay, because he does play Animate Dead. But I think I don't want to have any dead cards to play around that. And I'm gonna board out Aluren, because it's not a strong game plan against the turn 1-2 combo deck. Yes, I would like to play first. I will keep these and hope to ponder into a disruption piece, like a Tormod script. Come on, don't be slow. So I need to ponder into a Very Macabre or Tormod script, and otherwise, Force of Will is okay-ish. It's not great, but I think I can't, because like I can play out the Tormod script now, while the Force of Will is weak to him thought seizing me before reanimating. But I think it's strong enough not to shuffle away, because a random card is worse than a mediocre card. Okay, I mean, Force of Will might be good enough if he does not have a discard spell. Yeah, this is exactly why I would have wanted the Tormod script or Very Macabre. At least he does not have a reanimation spell yet. Top card is a land, so I think I want to shuffle. Although I do have 2 brainstorms, so maybe I want to preserve. Maybe I want to use a fetch land for that. I want to shuffle away the lands, and I think Scavenging Ooze will be a bit too slow here. Okay. I have to assume he will reanimate it next turn. So I have to play something, I have to dig for one of the other hate cards now. I like this one. Leave Echoing Truth on top in case our our Fair Macabre gets discarded before we can stop him from putting a creature into play. And yeah, then we can untap and play Scavenging Ooze. Seems like a good line. And I will brainstorm end of turn, because I think, because I want to make an extra land drop, to have a bigger, like to have more activations of Scavenging Ooze. Entomb, sure. So I want as many green lands as possible now. Okay, and this is unbeatable, turns out. So I don't think I want to change anything. And this hand is okay. Like on the play this would have been good, but I think on the draw Deathrite is too slow. Because even if they go turn 1 Entomb, turn 2 Reanimate without like the Petals or the Dark Rituals, like Deathrite will still not be active. But Mindbreak Trap will at least mean they can't just go like turn 1 Dark Ritual Entomb Exhume. So this is reasonable. Seems like they can't beat it. Probably their hand was too slow and they realized once I untapped with an active Deathrite, they would have lost the game. Cuernavac, yes, I would like to play first. And this seems reasonable against fair decks, a bit too slow against combo. Okay, yeah, this usually is an hour, like an hour of the day with a lot of combo players. Like Lotus Petal is probably the most played card at 7 AM. I think Kevin Harpy does nothing here yet. Maybe I should have put Brainstorm on top in case he resolves another Chalice. So I can shuffle it away in upkeep, but seems it does not matter. So I do want some green sources. And true name Nemesis seems like a strong card in this matchup. And Baleful Strix as well. This is a very strange, very strange build. So like, Load Spittle made it think it was a combo deck, but it's just like strange blue black Eldrazi. A 3-mana Smasher. Well, it still tramples over me. I don't know if I want to force this because I have Strix. But if he untaps and puts Jite on it, that's kind of nasty. Okay, if I brainstorm into a force, we'll have to throw away Baleful Strix as well. So I'm down like 2 cards. I think I can let it resolve and hope he does not have a Warping Whale for my Strix. Here I'm going to brainstorm first, so I can use the fetch land, because Deathrite will need to fetch land to make more mana. And I don't think I need Ponder because I won't be able to cast it this turn. And it's like Strix is great, so I don't want to throw away the second one. And yeah, I have the mana to play another Deathrite, so I just want to play out my hand as much as possible. Yeah, Basic Forest is annoying. Basic Forest is the most annoying card in the deck. So, let's hope he does not have the removal spell. Looks like it is Member or something. Oh, that works as well. Then he will get some Jita counters. So my next Strix will get killed as well. That's unfortunate. And I'm going to double block. I mean, he will use Walking Ballista anyway, but at least I will prevent 1 damage by also blocking with True Name. Ooh, that's probably the best I could hope for. Although he can of course just kill double Strix here, that's also true. I forgot about that. I may draw into an Abrupt Decay for the GT at least. I did not. I can gain some life here. He's gonna kill both of these. Excuse me. Yeah, this GT is ruining my day. I can exile a creature, and I can potentially brainstorm if needed. I don't think... Actually, I think I can brainstorm here, because I can upkeep fetch away the cards if I don't want them. Ooh, Abrupt Decay. Oh no, I don't have mana in my graveyard for... because I didn't fetch away this one. Damn. That's annoying. I don't think I want any more death rights though. So I think I want to shuffle them away. You can actually turn this into a 9/9 if you wanted to. Bearer of Silence. Target player sacrifices a creature. Sure. I have plenty of death rights. So he's gonna attack for 5. I can block 1. Yeah, I think I still don't use my death right to block here. Or he could ping both the Strixes. No, if he pings one Strix, then he tramples over 3, and he can... I'm not sure if it's necessary to... If he makes it 9, then I take 6 here, and next turn I die. If he kills 1, and then bumps... No, okay, I think this is still the best way. Yeah, the Walking Ballista was won him the game, I think. Upkeep for a, I think, a Bayou. Scavenging Ooze is okay. But I don't think it will be big enough in time. I have to decay the Jita in my turn. Like he can use it to kill the death right. But at least he won't be able to give this +4. And I think if I exile a land, I can make this guy a 4/4, and together they can kill the Smasher. Then I'm at 6 life, so I lose to a Eldrazi Mimic trigger. Make it green. And then I have Ugin, of course, will tutor up some more Smashers. So I will still lose in the end, but or I could choose to block something else now, go down to 1 life, and then I can make it even bigger. I can kill the other 2 dudes, and save my Scavenging Ooze, and make it even huger. I think that seems reasonable. Because I can afford to take 5 here. Then I can exile 3 more creatures, I go up to 4, and I can... why is my thing not blocking? Is this unblockable? Oh, it has flying. Oh, okay. Then okay, goodbye true name. I mean goodbye Scavenging Ooze. And I still die next turn, apparently. Unless I can find another Strix, for example. That's not too shabby. But he only needs 2 more mana for Eye of Ugin, only 1 more mana for Eye of Ugin. And I'm drawing blanks. Whoa, I spent like oh yeah, next turn he can attack me and kill me if I don't draw anything. Anyway, I spent like a lot more time than him. GG, thanks to Jite. Do I want something like this? I don't even know what it does. Maybe okay, this is probably better. I think I want some number of these cards. And here until my next turn. So it can actually block. So that seems okay. True name is good, click is average. This is a matchup where I really don't know what I want to cut. Maybe click is not the best. Kevin, Harpy and Aluren. Maybe a bit slow. Leovold only helps against like Endbringer or Thought Not Seer. So I can see cutting these. Oh yeah, it also helps against cheat, but like actually even collective brutality is not great. So I'm gonna switch these. Like it kills Eldrazi Mimic and maybe like the Bearer of Silence, and it gives me some life, but other than that, they don't have a lot of instants or sorceries that I need to exile. I need to discard. This is an easy mulligan. This is okay. Hmm. I'm playing Scavenging Ooze here, because otherwise I don't have a blue card for Force of Will. I thought there is not much I really want to Force of Will, because I have a Decay for Chalice, and my deck is not too weak to Chalice anyway. So yeah, maybe I can cast a Strix here. Great. Leovold and Brainstorm are both okay-ish cards. Not really what I need. I think I'm gonna keep them. And I'd rather pitch a Brainstorm to Force of Will than a Leovold. So that's why I'm leaving the Leovold on top. Okay, can't be countered, sure. Yeah, and even the leaves the battlefield targets. So that means my Leovold will be even stronger. If I get to kill the Thoughtmot Seer, of course. Come on, opponent. Do something. Like the things I sent to chat are being recorded, so that usually means I'm not the one disconnecting. because if you're disconnected, your text doesn't show up in chat. Come on, Modo. Annoying. Okay, and now my text still gets. Okay, our opponent is back. And here I want to brainstorm to make my land drop. I think there was a land on top. Yeah. So I don't actually want to shuffle yet because I want a 5th land for the Nissa. So I'm probably only gonna shuffle next turn. Green, blue, black. We've got 6 mana. That's a lot for an Eldrazi deck. And there's a battlefield, create a token, and it has flying. Sure. It returns permanents to my hand, so that's not what I need yet. Oh, Lord. Damn. That hurts. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have overcommitted, but I wasn't really thinking of all his dusts. Yeah, this won't have saved me either. Okay. Currently, Eldrazi is a bad matchup for the deck. So I hope we don't face it anymore. third match of the day. Falconer 26. Yes, I want to start. That's reasonable. It is kind of weak against Wasteland if the Ponder, like if we don't have a top blue card to the top one. If people need this long to figure out the mulligan, I'm usually putting them on a combo. Because like, normally evaluating a hand doesn't take that long, unless you need to count like to 10 to see if you can storm off. I'm going to shuffle. At least click is okay if we draw like a turn 2 play first. Okay, maybe Painter. Grindstone, sure. Like I could either try to cascade into Abrupt Decay, or I could draw step click them next turn. But they do play a lot of red elemental blasts main deck, so the click plan could be weak to the blasts. Okay, my opponent not doing anything this turn means I think I want to draw step click them first. Okay, that was to be expected. So we're gonna cascade into hopefully something useful. Like not too useful though. At least we're on the mediocre beatdown plan. That's it's better than being on no plan. If this is a Painter Servant, then we die next turn. Okay, it is. So we do have to hit Decay this turn. I can Cascade, and I can bounce something, but I can't recast it. So I think I have to Cascade first. I hope I hit something. Even like a cantrip would be okay. draining doesn't matter. Giving his creature minus does not matter. I think I'm going to escalate anyway. Like, I don't need all these lands. Maybe I should have done it end of combat, so he could already have blocked. But I doubt he would block here. So he does play Blood Moon and Welder, sure. Yeah, I'm going to concede here because he might still think there is no reason for me to reveal my library. Like, I might still look like just regular shardless agent, like shardless bug. And concede. Alright. We're definitely not good against decks like these. Dragon Predator seems useful. Vengeful Rebel gives -3, so it kills the painter. Echoing Truth and Diabolic Edict. If he only has one creature, Diabolic Edict is okay. And of course Hydroblast, because he has a lot of red spells. Collective Brutality is not great. Because I think none of the modes, like, it does kill a Goblin Welder. That's true. So I'm gonna put it in a maybe pile. Here, a maybe pile. I think Leovold is not great either. Because sure, I draw a card of him targeting me with Grindstone, but I will still lose. Unless I draw like exactly Abrupt Decay. So I think these are the cards that I don't really need. I could even see cutting a True Name because it's just a stupid attacker. And it doesn't do anything. Maybe I want one Collective Brutality for hitting a Welder. Or maybe he has like Magus of the Moon as well. Yes, I would like to play first. This is mediocre, but at least we have something to kill their idiot. So I want to start by fetching a basic island, then I can use this for a basic forest, and I have a basic swamp as well. If I don't get Blood Moon turn 1, I can get all my colors in basics. Relic does not so much against me. Maybe he thought I was like a Tarmogoyf deck. I don't know. I have no idea what my opponent is thinking. Like, if I shuffle here to fetch a basic forest, I can't, like, I have to shuffle away the Cavern Harpy that was on top. Well, I may have the win in hand with the Cavern Harpy, but if I play Swamp now, I am weak to Blood Moon. So I think I'm gonna risk it, because the upside is me winning next turn. With the relic, if he keeps 1 mana open, he can blow the entire thing and like exile all lands from graveyards, and then I won't be able to exile a card with Deathrite. For like for my 4th mana for Aluren. Let's see, basic forests. He probably wants to blow the relic here. No, he does not. Okay. That's grand. He may have a blast for my Cavern Harpy, but I still need to play like the trigger first before I play the Strix. So at least my Strix can get countered, but it can't get by removal spell. Actually, I can't even win here yet. I realized, because this deck does not have the combo kill. So I think I'm just gonna stop at 7 cards, and then if he does something, I'm just gonna try to cascade into a abrupt decay or something similar. Like, there's nothing I want to be playing at sorcery speed anymore anyway. So I might as well, like, end of turn, start dumping the board and then attack for a lethal swing. Without having to show everything I have already. I could actually have drawn 1 more card, I realized. So I had 8 cards in hand and I could discard a land. Then my Deathrite would make more mana next turn. Yeah, like now he's gonna make me exile the Polluted Delta. And it could have been useful to draw and discard a land to have a second one available. Come on, opponent, don't play so slowly. 4 mana Chandra. Sure, Chandra does nothing. Exile the top card, sure. Let's start playing some more spells. We still have to be careful for Monkey Blast though, so we can't play entirely. We can't just play everything unprotected. It's like you may have like Monkey Blasts, like Simian Spirit Guide with a Red Elemental Blast. Is this a May? Oh, it's an opponent, so it can't hurt ourselves. That's good. I think because we have 2 Harpies and 2 value creatures, I can afford to I can afford to just auto yield my triggers instead of stacking them properly. I'm not sure. Oh, so he has Manic Vandal, so he can just flash it in and destroy something and box something. So I think I want to be taking that one. So I need to play enough creatures. Just gonna make sure he has nothing left to flash in. I can't flash Painter Servant now. I'm not sure if he realized he could just cast them with Aluren. Whatever. Just gonna make sure my opponent has no creatures. Perfect. So I have right now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 and 6, that's 20. Okay. Should be lethal. Oh wait, there are no instants and sorceries to exile. Damn. Let's try to get me some. No. Oh. That was no, actually it was not stupid because I could do 20 and now I can still do 19 this way. So okay, I almost miscounted. And I don't want to be giving a Painter an extra turn to kill me, so that's yeah, I think this was a fine configuration. So I'm gonna run it again. Hmm. I think I have to keep because I have a basic Death Right and Brainstorms and stuff. Though the hand itself doesn't do a lot yet. Like it's just dead to his combo. So we did draw another basic, which I actually wanted to fetch. I don't have to fetch it anymore. The next turn probably Brainstorm and Baleful Strix, so we can fetch away some. I'm probably gonna put away the islands. I'm gonna put away the island and then fetch it again with the Delta. Evoker is actually not the worst card against Death Right or against my combo in general. So here I need to crack the fetch, keep priority, respond by exiling it for blue, because then I can brainstorm with the fetch still on the stack, while already having exiled it to Death Right. So now I'm getting the shuffle. I'm getting the shuffle even though I use the fetch land itself to create a mana. I think I still want a tropical, because I'm not sure with Revoker in play if I will ever get my second green mana. That's not what I wanted. I don't think I need two islands against this deck anyway. Like if there is also Blood Moon, I can just island Hydroblast it. Revoker is fine. Yeah, I think naming Death Right is less of a problem than naming Cavern Harpy, because I have enough mana here. And I'm not blocking, of course, because my Strix is more valuable in case I draw a Cavern Harpy. I think I want to look for a fetch land. It's a very... Yeah, I found one. That's kind of lucky. And I'm only going to fetch in my upkeep to trigger my revolt on my Vengeful Rebel next turn. Then I can kill like whatever he plays. Unless of course he forces me to play Hydroblasts, then I will need to find another way to trigger the revolt. Maybe I should have attacked, because I'm never going to be wanting to use this as a blocker. Yet. Okay. think this kind of warrants a Hydroblast, so counter target spell if it's red, yes. So I'm sorry, Vengeful Rebel, you're gonna be out of a job for now. And I think I still have too many lands that I want to shuffle away. So yeah, I'm just digging for more. So I'm not gonna be playing Vengeful Rebel here. Or I could attack with a Deathrite and then try to... No, he's never gonna block the Deathrite with a Revoker. I don't know if they play board wipes, like it may be wrong to overextend here. But I feel kind of confident that this won't matter in a game like this. So, the big question is, do I want to counter this? Like I have the Vengeful Rebel, but no way to trigger Revolt. And I can counter the Grindstone. Yeah, I think I can let this resolve. Because like his blasts will be active even even on my Force of Will. Like my Force of Will will always be blue for his red elemental blasts. So if he has a blast, if I counter his Grindstone, then he could as well have countered it if I countered the Painter's Servant. Okay. Like, this may help him out as well. Here I want to be attacking some, and then I can flash in the Vengeful Rebel because of Revolt, if he decides to block one. So I think I want to deal... I don't even know how this blocking order works. I think this one will receive damage first. So then I can kill both of these creatures. Like, I could see killing the Revoker, but I think Painter's Servant is more dangerous. And we have Hardcast Force of Will up, so that's pretty sweet. I'm leaving one Deathrite behind in case he does block something, then I can have both Force of Will and Hydroblast up with my Deathrite. I think I'm fine with making this trade. I think my Hydroblast is worth more in my hand against like a Chandra or stuff like that. Then my clock is bigger, so like just these two body not make a difference for me. Like he can attack for 4, I can attack for 5. So I'm winning here. Here I'm going to keep the decay, but if he does nothing, I'm going to decay his Revoker end of his turn and start draining. Flashing in another Revoker. Does this make me lose the race? I think not. No. I think that's fine. Because he's at 7. Like, I could have made it lost faster by force of willing it, but I don't want to be dead to like a surprise out of his hand. Ooh, click is very nice. I think I have to draw step it though. Okay. Pyroblast. I think I'm forcing this because I will lose a lot of turns if I don't get the extra 3 damage. Yeah, I don't want him to have Painter. Although actually Painter does nothing, but a random card at the top does nothing usually either. Unless of course he draws a Chandra. I'm gonna put this in play just to fetch a basic forests in case I get Blood Mooned and board wiped. It's very unlikely, but I don't think I need it for a Brainstorm anyway. Like I only have 1 Brainstorm left in my deck. So yeah, Hydroblasts. Is gonna have to do it here. I think I have to Hydroblast this, because if he gets back Painter Servant and top decks Grindstone, I'm dead. Yeah, missing out, like, if he has a removal spell for one of them, like for the click, Then it was stupid to miss out on the 1 damage in the early turns. Oh, he did have Grindstone, so I would have died to the Goblin Welder. Sure. He mills my last Brainstorm. Opponent says GG. And yeah, that was kind of close. I almost wouldn't have countered the Welder, thinking like, oh, I have the win, and maybe I can use the Hydroblast for something else. But you don't want to lose to a top deck, especially if you're winning the next turn. So 2-1, that's a good average score. That's where I like to be. Of course, 3-0 is better, but if you go 2-1, you're very likely to make back your fun bucks. So for anyone who forgot the deck list, I'll just show it here while we wait for the next round. Okay, time for round 4. Unseen Tango. And against any random deck, this is a fine hand. It's like only weak to Storm, more or less. Because Sneaky Show is not seeing any play recently. But against any fair deck, these cards are good. Like if he goes Therapy, name Brainstorm. Like if he goes Therapy and then sacrifice it, I want to keep Brainstorm open. And I think I don't need the Deathrite mana yet. So I think I want to try to use the free shuffle for my Brainstorm. So I don't think I need Leovold, because the line is weak to Chemotherapy, like having 2 of the same card in hand. And I can shuffle my Bayou. The opponent is having 5 mana on turn 2. It's kind of busted, but we'll be getting a Forest and a Think Swamp. We have a lot of black cards. Sea Trino? Academy Rector. Ooh, that's gonna be dangerous with Phyrexian Tower. But we can try to combo him out this turn. So we fetch a Tropical. There's also an Aluren in play. Actually, like, because this is not a combo version, I don't know if I want to draw too many cards. Okay, I can't even decay this. So I think I'm gonna wait until his end of turn and hope I don't die to some kind of janky weird combo. I'm still gonna be drawing a few cards just to avoid, like, if he has an enchantment that prevents me from drawing cards, I won't be able to respond to it. Before it enters the battlefield. Or if he has like something that prevents me from playing multiple spells a turn. Or like even Knight of Soul's Betrayal. So something that gives all the creatures -1/-1. That would really mess me up. Lingering Souls, Starfield of Nyx. We could be getting Starfield of Nyx into play. I think neither of these, actually, because of Leovold, they actually won't draw any more cards. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be clicking away all the cards in their hand. Yeah, Leovold click is very nasty interaction. Wait, it could have cast Eternal Witness in response. That does not make any sense. And here I'm just gonna bounce all my creatures, all my 1/1 creatures, to avoid getting wrecked by an enchantment that gives -1/-1. Oh, I accidentally passed priority. That's not good. Yeah, like Curse of Death's Hold or something. Like, at least I would get an extra card of bouncing the Strix before he resolves his trigger. I think the official name of this deck is Nyx Fit, because it plays Starfield of Nyx. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a reason why I would have wanted to draw some cards before. I still think I have to play them out because I have no way of of dealing with disenchantment. I'm gonna be brainstorming. I think I only need one force. Kevin Harp is not great. So I just want to be collecting some creatures here. Come on, game, stop disconnecting, stop freezing. Oh, I can't fetch. Enchant player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. Okay. Then I will have to shuffle with my ponder. Okay, he has Veteran Explorer. So to have lethal on board, so now I have 7 damage. Yeah, I need to cast Deathrite as well. And then he can block 1, but I still kill him in 2 turns. And because of disenchantment not giving me fetch lands, I can't even use my Force of Will. And it's a cool card. I wanted to test it in Enchantress, but it seems too hard to cast against stuff like Elves, where I really want Humility. Like, it's good against Show and Tell, but not good enough against the other decks you want Humility. I definitely want to kill some enchantments. Probably want to bounce them as well. Probably this is good for the grindiness of the matchup as well. So maybe I don't want to be so much in on the Aluren plan, due to all the hate cards he has. And like True Name, it's probably not great against such a deck either. Actually, I think True Name could be okay. Like, at least it stops. No, it doesn't stop Siege Rhino, but it stops like all the big creatures that Nick Fit may play. And Force of Will is card disadvantage. So in a fair matchup, I only want to be countering a few cards. Like, not. I don't need to turn 1 counterspell. I think like Academy Rector is probably the only thing I want to counter here. Fairy Macabre could be okay. What's the wording on? I have to see. I have to check the wording on Academy Rector. Oh yeah, I can exile it in response to the trigger. So there is some merit to bringing in Fairy Macabre to counter the Rector. Don't therapy me for Brainstorm. Don't take my Brainstorm. Don't take my Brainstorm. Okay, he can have the Aluren. That's but because he may have a Veteran Explorer and flash it back. Actually, it doesn't matter, because if I get the I thought I have to keep Brainstorm open in case he flashes back Therapy, but the Veteran Explorer trigger will happen first, so I can get a basic island and cast my Brainstorm in response to the Therapy. So I think I should be fine there. I think I want to Brainstorm and then exile his Therapy after I fetch. Don't need a basic. I'm gonna be getting enough basics. I want to put away one Brainstorm because it's the card my opponent knows about. So he's gonna name it with probably with any blind Therapy if he has one. If he has another Therapy in hand, if he draws one next turn, I think Brainstorm is a card to name there. Thoughtseize works as well. Sacrifice a creature, mill until you reveal a reveal cards until you reveal a creature, put it into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Okay, I can dig that. So I think I fetch. Here I fetch before I ponder, because I don't want to have to fetch to cast my Shardless Agent, because I want to see the cards my Shardless Agent is going to cascade into. Okay, I really want Abrupt Decay, of course, but so I'm going to draw the Baleful Strix and then cascade away the Force of Will and the land. I may need the Force of Will, but I don't think I want. Okay, he only has one green mana, so that's an okay play. I mean, could be worse. Yeah, like shuffling away the Force of Will to the bottom is dangerous, because it's not really a combo deck, but it has a combo element with Academy Rector. I like that guy. Yeah, I think I think I wanted the Force of Will here. I did not board Vengeful Rebel. It could have been nice here. and if he gets Starfield of Nyx into play, he can get back things like Cast Out. So that's not... I can't interact with them with my Death Right. So I'm kind of unhappy with my decision to throw away my Force of Will previously. Here I want to attack, because if he blocks he won't get 2 mana out of Fire Action Tower. And at least like Nissa getting back a permanent to my hand, like I may get back my Aluren or... Oh, I should have kept open Death Right to exile the Rector. I totally forgot I could do that. I'm such a moron. Like for real. Yeah, our opponent is nice. They're telling us, FYI, you can Death Right Rector on the stack to remove the effect. So, very friendly. But at least overwhelming something does not stop Nissa. So if we draw a land, if we draw a non-fetch land, we can start beating down with and our opponent already has 3 losses, they say. So they will give us the win even if we lose. It's friendly. Abrupt decay. I think I have to hit abrupt. I have to decay the evolutionary leap. And hide the Nissa from discard spell. I think I keep the Baleful Strix for a force. I'm happy he did not sacrifice the tower yet, because then I couldn't get lands or I would have to shuffle away my Nissa. And if it works the same as Humility, then my land will actually be a 5/5. But if it works differently, then oh yeah, it does turn into a 5/5. That's sweet. Maybe you should have kept the Cast Out instead of pitching it to instead of cycling it. Yeah, sure, I'll do some deck thinning. I also don't need the scavenging ooze that's on top. Yeah, it's a cool concept, but I think it needs a lot more work. The Nyx Fits deck. Oh, they did not get a basic planes. I think they would have wanted some kind of white mana, right? Tasigur? No, Zenith for 1. That's not gonna be enough. Oh yeah, he does get the white source. Huh. Okay. Come on, Modo. Don't freeze on me. So 3 and 1. So the 4 and 1 dream is still alive. Sadly not a 5-0, but that's fine. I think I wanted the Caracas in my sideboard, so I'm gonna update it. I'm gonna update it for the next league. So I want Caracas. I think I'll leave the rest as is for now. And see, I wanted a Caracas because it's good against lands and like Merit Late decks where Fairy Macabre is not so. Oh yeah, I put accidentally Carpet of Flowers instead of the Fairy Macabre. I think I want to save this as, so I'll remember which version it is. And the last game of the league, we will be playing against Wismals. I think I played him yesterday, but I don't remember his deck. I think I lost. It was like Grixis Delver and I lost. And if he is indeed on a fair deck, then Death Right into Strix, into Cascades as a 2-for-1 should be a good play. But Island does not look like a Delver deck. So I'm gonna lead with the Forests, because an opponent might think that I'm on something like Elves. Huh. Or was this like the Grixis guy? This opening looks more like Storm. Or maybe it's like a Grixis control with more basics. seems reasonable. I hope he's not on Stifle at least. I'm gonna get me an... I think I need to get a Swamp. Because otherwise I don't have a Black Source if my Death Ride dies. I get the blue mana, plays tricks around Daze, and then probably Death Ride. And hope he's not on Liquid Board Wipes. Personal Tutor, that looks like Show and Tell. Sorcery card, put it on top of your library. Sure. Show and Tell enters the revealed zone. Ponder, that's interesting. Maybe he already has a Show and Tell, but he still wants... maybe he still needs to find a creature. Because this deck does not have the win, I think I can't just rely on... I can't just rely on dropping Aluren of a Show and Tell. But I can Ponder and hope to find a fetch land to get the mana for Vendilion Clique. Or maybe he saw we were Aluren and he's afraid of going over Show and Tell, so maybe he wants to dig for Sneak Attack first. I'm waiting with my click because I want him to fetch first for some reason. Like I want him to cantrip as much as possible. And then either end of turn click or click in response to the fetch. Because the fetch might mean that he's going for a Show and Tell. Actually I could even click in response to the Show and Tell. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I definitely should click in response to the Show and Tell. So he has nothing to put in, or at least he won't have the thing to put into play that he wants. I don't see a reason not to get a basic island. I don't expect him to be on Blood Moon, but there is no reason not to play around it, because I have a second green and a second blue. Forest Pitch Daze. This is the first time I see Daze in Show and Tell. I mean, if he even is Show and Tell at all. Come on, play my land. Don't be stupid. try to sit even closer to the modem here. Although it's like bad for my back to sit this way, but yeah, my connection is just really not doing what I want it to. I think here I'm not jamming show and tell. I think I'm jamming Shardless Agents. Because like at least Decay is not completely dead against Lotus Petal. And the Brainstorm is even better. Put away Cavern Harpy. Put away Deathrite. And he may have the Omniscience kill. So I think I still want to Brainstorm first to get as deep as possible. Just to avoid taking any risks. Oh! Why does he concede? That's interesting. So Hydroblast against Sneak Attack. I think Mindbreak Trap is not great, but not the worst. I can like hardcast it if really necessary. Dragon Predator can kill like a Sneak Attack after I deal with the first creature. Or like I can put it into play of a Show and Tell and then attack if you like Show and Tells into Sneak Attack, and Diabolic Edict deals with some deals with most of his creatures. And I think True Name is not so good. Scavenging Ooze. Like I don't want to be all in on the combo either, so I'm cutting a Cavern Harpy as well, like I often do. And this deck doesn't even have the proper combo. Maybe Mindbreak Trap is too loose. It's good against Omniscience kill. Yeah, Abrupt Decay is actually only good against Blood Moon. But Blood Moon is not great against me. So I'm gonna play it like this. This hand is very risky. I'm going to keep because I'm on the draw. Very likely to have a land in the graveyard for my Deathrite. Or I'd like to draw a fetch land myself. Ooh, I can't imagine him killing this. I don't know why he fetches in response. But now I really need this to survive and to exile the Ponder. I need this to survive and cast the Ponder to resolve it. I don't know what I'm saying half of the time. Ooh, Force of Will is a very good draw. Here I want to Ponder hopefully into a fetch land so I can Collective Brutality. Shuffle, yes. Ooh, not a fetch land, but almost as good. I think I don't want to discard any cards yet. Because this way it's not a problem if he spell pierces. Or dazes. Rainstorm, sure. If he had dazed my Deathrite, I would have been in a world of trouble. So maybe that was what he was considering when he fetched in response to the Deathrite. But either he forgot or he passed priority by accident. And my opponent does not know about the double force and the ponder. So that's good for me. Do I want to discard something? I don't think I have a choice. Probably the Cavern Harpy. Maybe Shardless Agent. I don't think I need two of them. Because if I draw an Aluren, Cavern Harpy and Shardless will be stronger. Fetch land. Thank you, opponent, for unlocking my ponder. He should have fetched end of my turn. Like, this does not make any sense. Giving me the extra mana. Ooh, more Force of Wills. Let's so I have 3 forces and 4 blue cards. Should be fine. I don't want any of these. I need to find a blue source. Jesus Christ, that's an awkward hand. So I discard, I guess, the second Leovold. That's not worth a lot. Feel like I want to counter this. Pitching Cavern Harpy. And if he fights over this, I will let it resolve. Maybe. Force pitch force. Force pitch Shardless. I hope I'm countering the wrong one, actually. I hope I'm countering the correct one. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to see. Try to resolve my Leovold. I shut him off from cantripping. If he already has show and tell, pitch spell pierce, so like he must have a handful of counters. I think I need to keep the force of will. I think I need to keep my force of will for a spell that kills me. And also by throwing away 2 force of wills, I'm kind of pretending that I don't have any more foes. So now my opponent may think the coast is clear. That's not the worst. I mean, it doesn't actually help my clock. So maybe I shouldn't have cast it. But whatever. Now he's dead even if he kills Deathrite. And he can't use Ancient Tomb anymore. It's only weak to him doing something to my Deathrite in response to the fetch land, but we win the game and we are 4-1. That's okay. I'm going to try it next time with the Caracas, so see you for the next video.